Fears of recession and continued interest rate hikes from the Fed remain the main driver for the overall market action we've seen of late as we look toward another jam-packed week of earnings to come, including AMC, Rivian, Fisker, Oxy, CRM, along with more from the retail space, including Best Buy and Nordstrom's and Macy's coming through as well. We'll also get recent AI runner C3 AI, and oh yeah, it's Tesla's annual Investor Day. It's another episode of your weekly bite-sized market prep, the week ahead preview, right now. Monday kicks off with earnings from the Chinese EV sector as Li Auto starts the week reporting during the overnight period. We'll look to delivery numbers coming through with Li's report for continued improvement from the company. Most analysts are expecting a smaller loss from the Chinese EV maker in this quarter. We'll also then get results from EV maker Fisker, who as recently as last week changed its reporting time from after the close on Monday to pre-market. The company did not give a reason for the change. It will also hold its earnings call starting at 8:30 Eastern. Before the market opens, the stock will be closely watched, with the company coming off a Q3 report that produced a wider than expected loss of 43 cents per share. After the close end, Warren Buffett favorite Oxy coming through with earnings. That'll top the list of companies reporting. Worth noting, Berkshire also reporting on Monday. Tuesday will bring another jam-packed session with another full slate of both earnings and key economic numbers coming in the pre-market, kicking things off with earnings to watch from Clover, Kron, GoGo, Norwegian Cruise Line, Ocugen, OCGN, and retail favorite Target, just to name a few. TGT shares could provide a solid trade opportunity. The company recently announced a massive $100 million investment into further development of same-day delivery services throughout the U.S. On the economic front, a number of releases to keep an eye on Tuesday morning. Starting at 8:30, January wholesale inventories comes through. 9 o'clock, we'll see December home price index. 9:45, then we get the Chicago PMI. That's for February. At 10 o'clock, the big one, though, the Conference Board's Consumer Confidence Index, along with Richmond Fed's Manufacturing Service Index. So big day of economic releases on Tuesday. During the session, SoFi shares could be on the move. We'll watch and listen for comments coming from executives who will be presenting at the KBW FinTech Payments Conference. That'll last throughout the session. Let's shift focus then to after the market closes, the biggest earnings day of the week. Apes unite because it's time for AMC earnings. The company will report ahead of a key shareholder vote coming up in March, at which shareholders are set to vote on a potential move from the company to convert preferred shares to common shares and authorize it to increase its common stock at a count of tenfold. AMC last year created the preferred shares on the NYSE that trade under the ticker APE. Rivian could be a mover with focus on its report remaining heavily on both deliveries and expected production numbers moving forward. Analysts are expecting a loss of $1.89 per share in its latest quarter. Let's move on to Wednesday. It's Tesla Day. Well, Investor Day, that is. And the day we learn more about Elon's Master Plan 3.0 as the company is set to hold its annual investor event as a live stream coming directly from its Gigafactory in Texas. No start time has been posted yet for the event, but expect updates throughout the session from the company. Earnings news coming through then from DLTR, Dollar Tree. We get Kohl's, KSS, Lowe, after Home Depot, LOW, and also NIO, the Chinese EV maker, coming with earnings. Wednesday economic releases then will include 9:45. That'll see the S&P Global Manufacturing PMI number come through for February. At 10 o'clock, we get ISM Manufacturing PMI data for February. The 10 o'clock number going to be the big one there. After the close, then we'll get reports from Plug, CRM, and Snow. They'll all be on watch. Salesforce, CRM, could be a big mover after recent executive changes, well discussed on this show. CRM, with most analysts expecting the company to post quarterly earnings around $1.36 per share in its upcoming report, which represents a year-over-year change of about 62%. Revenues, meanwhile, expected to be in the $7.9 billion range. That's up 9% year over year. On to Thursday we go. More earnings to come to kick things off. Retail stocks back in focus with electronics retailer Best Buy, BBY on watch, along with Macy's set to come through with their latest numbers as well before we get to the start of trading. Thursday will also then bring more potential market-moving economic releases. Make sure you're with us as we bring you these live. Starting at 9:45, S&P Services Global Composite PMI. Then right after that at 10 o'clock, the more important one, ISM, non-manufacturing PMI. Those are both for February. We'll keep an eye on chipmaker Micron then throughout the session. The company is set to present at Susquehanna's 12th annual tech conference. That starts at 8:30 in the pre-market. The earnings train then rolls on after the close. We get Broadcom, we get AI, we get CHPT, Costco, JWN, Zscaler, and more. Those just among notable names set to report. Recent AI runner C3AI's report will be closely watched. With so much recent hype around the launch of OpenAI's ChatGPT, stocks like AI have had impressive sympathy moves. AI shares up nearly 200% this year at their highs. Investors will be watching for any signs or comments on new potential investment opportunities coming from this report. On to Friday we go. The week will wrap up on a quiet note with little in the way of market-moving releases. What a lineup, however, as we head into a brand new month of March as well. 2 weeks out from the next CPI reading on March 14th, and then the next Fed meeting as well coming up right after that. As always, we'll bring you all the action live daily on TraderTV.Live.